which is going to be a brute. It's back to you, Swearanthus.
And, you know, I kind of have to touch on the fact there that he said it's not going to be easy. They're going to have to go home and study these guys. And, you know, when we paint that big picture of what this semifinal is tomorrow, MIBR certainly not a team to be taken lightly this deep into the tournament run, nor is the Mountain Dew amped Game Fuel power play of the day, which is exactly what I have for you right now. And it's Chad Burchill delivering all that goodness.
The Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel Power Plays.
The play we want to point out right here is under pressure. The most important thing about this one is the scoreline. Astralis with that 15-0 half going up against NIP, who, look, they had to battle back in. We're going to start playing this one out, and of course, it's Rez on the pistol round. The poise under pressure to have trigger discipline like this is insane. You're going to see its attack on the B bomb site. We can see right over towards this section here. Lekro is going to fall nice and early. The attack comes in. But what's impressive about this is when you're down 15-0, normally you're really jumpy. Normally you just want to make those frags. You haven't had many kills in this game at all. You fall into the bomb site, you can see his position right here. He's not doing, just calling out information, just sitting. Two of his teammates fall, and this is where the magic happens. 1, 2, and 3. Absolutely phenomenal shots there by Rez, allowing Forest to finish this one off and win the round. Sure, they didn't win the game, but they brought it back on Dust 2, looking fantastic. And that's the power play, your power play.
Your power play indeed, and that's because you use hashtag GameFuelPowerPlay at home to let us know what you wanted to watch. That one was the winner, unfortunately for them, not the winner. Ninjas in Pajamas, road does end here. Guys, I need to ask you a little bit about the NIP side of things now that we've kind of covered what it is that Astralis is certainly doing time and time again.
I think, you know, when they go on the big stage, that's when we get the best out of NIP, right? They seem to struggle through the earlier stages. Then we saw what they had a bit more within the Legends. And then here we had a true fight for them, only on Dust 2, sure, but it still shows that they have it, and the way that they played, it's impressive, right? They didn't play with any restrictions.
No, I would definitely agree. And I think, again, managing expectations for NIP coming into the tournament, I think they would have sold themselves for a major spot. I think they would have sold themselves for a top 8 finish as well. Facing Astralis in the playoff, that's always going to be a tough task. They were able to pressure them. They could have gone OT, maybe could even have won Dust 2. So I think overall, NIP can be okay with this performance. They have secured themselves for the next major again as well. So NIP is coming back, and it's good to have them back, right? It's a team with so much experience, so many legends on it as well, and they are performing when they're on the big stage.
We had the question about the map pool. Well, Dust 2 appears to be one of the maps that they can play, which leads into the Astralis discussion, because probably MIBR will be picking that one tomorrow against them. So they're really going to have to look at that, and they only get overnight to do it, Trace.
And that is where the mind games come into play, because you did hear what he said in that interview. They have to go back and study. Well, you can't go home and study 7 maps of Counter-Strike. Obviously, no one really wants to go toe-to-toe with you on Nuke. And, you know, when you start to do that whole equation and it all breaks down, that one's all for tomorrow. But for now, I do need to paint the picture that the quarterfinals are over, gentlemen.
Look, when we talk about the quarterfinals as a whole, that Ents one just constantly sticks out, right? You know, you look at all the different stages, the minors, the challenge stage, the legends. You think about that Ents one, just the fact 4 rookies on the stage for the first time taking down Liquid. It still doesn't make sense. You know, Jason had that tweet this morning saying you woke up from a nightmare. Well, that's reality.
Yeah, all pick'ems in a turmoil. What do you got, Jacob?
On the other hand, I was a little bit disappointed in FaZe Clan yesterday. I feel they should have been playing better. They should have given a better fight against Na'Vi. That said, though, it feels to me that Na'Vi is getting stronger and stronger for every single game they play at this tournament. Simple is showing up. Electronic is showing up. Flamey had some insane impact with the pistol yesterday as well. Na'Vi is by no means a team you should take light on. You know, they're facing Ents in a semifinal. I think that's a good matchup for both teams. Now, coming into the final, which one of them is going to be